Hey, what's going on, fellow collectors? Welcome back to the channel. This is Marvel Ranger, and today I'm going to be showcasing my top 10 favorite action figures in my collection. So first off, thank you everybody who voted on the straw poll that I recently posted on my community post. Um, I know I said I was going to make a top 5 video, but I figured that's just too short of a list to make a video out of, so I figured I might as well make a top 10 video. But anyways, let's go and get to it. All right, starting off, we have in our 10th spot, Mythic Legions King Noglin. This is a goblin, as you can see. Really nicely detailed. As you can see, his armor is like weathered. And I love that facial expression. I mean, that's one of the main reasons why I like this Mythic Legions more compared to the other Mythic Legions figures that I do have. As you can see, it comes with like a wood-like crown, which looks nice, very nicely detailed. And just a very attractive looking figure. And you know, it's weird, like a lot of Mythic Legion figures don't have really expressive looks on their faces, but this one does. And that's why it kind of stands out for me. All right, let's get to our next figure. All right, rolling to our 9th spot, we have Death Metal Batman. And yeah, I'm kind of cheating here because obviously he's on a vehicle, but I mean, it was made for this Batman, so I thought it was quite fitting. I think it is, right? Yeah, it is. I don't know why I kind of blinked out there, but you know, this is from the McFarlane line, and this is like a $20 figure. You know, it comes with this scythe here, and then this vehicle was, if I remember correctly, 20 or 30 bucks. I can't remember. But I mean, if you put them together, as you can see, it just looks fantastic. I absolutely love the look of this. I mean, the display value on this is up there for me, and I just think it looks extremely attractive. It almost looks like a statue, you know what I'm saying? And for the price, you just can't beat it. It just looks so freaking good on the shelf. And I mean, even the back, a lot of these McFarlane figures, especially with the capes, is very stiff. But this particular one on this Death Metal Batman is not too stiff. And as you can see, it's got like a split in the back. And I don't know if they, engineered that just so it can kind of, go to the side here when it's on the motorcycle. But I think it's masterfully done. Absolutely a fantastic looking figure set. But yeah, let me know if y'all agree that, this is an excellent figure, especially with the bike. I think it looks great. All right, let's go to our next figure. All right, in our 8th spot, we have a figure from Storm Collectibles. And this is from the Mortal Kombat line. And it is of Goro. I mean, this is a fantastic looking figure, as you can see. The musculature, the articulation. I mean, just a perfect representation of Goro. Everything looks spot on. This was definitely not my favorite villain or just character in general in Mortal Kombat. But I mean, this figure looks great on display. And they just did a phenomenal job with this figure. Everything about it looks so good. Love it. And it's really satisfying to play with. I mean, the articulation is very flexible, and as you can see, he's got 4 arms, as he should, and they articulate very well. Very good looking figure. Now, let me know if you have this in your collection and if you enjoy playing with it or having it on display. All right, let's get to our next figure. All right, up next in our seventh spot, we have a couple figures from NECA. These two figures actually came in a two-pack, so I figured might as well put them together. I think most of y'all would agree that these should go together. Anyways, it is of Toca and Raza. I know some people say it's Razor, but when I was a kid, I've always remember hearing like Shredder pronouncing it Razar, so that's how I kind of pronounce it. Anyways, yeah, The Secret of the Ooze is my most watched movie when I was younger as a kid, and definitely my favorite Turtles movie. And I mean, these two were awesome, awesome characters in the movie, of course. And they look phenomenal. I mean, this whole line looks phenomenal. I can't wait for more characters from the line. But yeah, I mean, they could have done a better job. Like, absolutely phenomenal. Look at his mouth. It's got the saliva. It's got the donut in hand, the crushed donut. The armor looks great. They're all separate pieces. The shield. I mean, everything about these figures. I just can't believe NECA did such a good job with these. And Toka here, I mean, he's got mouth articulation, he's got nose articulation. Just absolutely fantastic. The expression on his eyes, even got eyebrow articulation. I mean, what figure has that? I can't believe they added that feature. I mean, let's look at the back of them. I mean, look at the spikes. I mean, gosh, they did so well with these. I don't know how accurate with these are with the movie characters, but I mean, I never really checked, but I mean, they look spot on to me. Everything looks so good about them. Alright, let's get to our next figure. By the way, I would love to hear y'all's top 10 or top 5 figures in your collection. If you want to do less, top 3, please let me know in the comments down below. I think everybody would like to just see everybody's opinion on their favorite action figures in their collection. That'd be awesome. Let's see. So in our 6th spot, we have the Mafex Spider-Man. This is the comic version. Or of course, some people pronounce it as Mafex. I think that is the more correct term. But then again, I mean, people who lives in Japan probably pronounce it way differently. So, anyways, absolutely love this version of Spider-Man. The articulation is the best out of all the Spider-Man figures that I do have, in my opinion, of course. I mean, it's a fantastic looking Spider-Man, great paint job. Of course, the blue, it's a bit, you know, some people don't like this blue on the Spider-Man, but I like it. I think it's just a different rendition, slightly different rendition. And it's based off the comics, of course. But I mostly like this figure because of how fun it is to pose around. I mean, when I took pictures of this figure a while ago, when I first acquired it, I had so much fun. I mean, the dynamic poses that you can hit with this figure is absolutely marvelous. If I could find those pics, I'll actually post it over here in the corner. Yeah, absolutely wonderful figure. Let me know if this figure is in your top 10 as well. Alright, let's get to the next figure. Alright, in our 5th spot, we got a big boy. This is a Build-A-Figure from back in the day. And it's a figure from Toy Biz. And it is from the Marvel Legends line. It is of Apocalypse. As you can see, he is pretty dang tall. So if you don't know Apocalypse, he's a nemesis of the X-Men. and he's able to grow basically. I don't know if he's got a limit or not. Yeah, I mean, pretty sure there's a limit, but he can grow pretty tall. I do have the other Build-A-Figure that's more in scale with like these smaller figures, but I mean, this still is considered a 6 scale figure, if I'm correct. But yeah, they just don't make Build-A-Figures like they used to anymore. The quality, the quality of the plastic is just different now. I mean, absolutely so attractive looking, as you can see. Love the expression of Apocalypse. Oh, he is a bit dusty. He's been on display for quite a while. I haven't cleaned him in a while, but looks really good. Let's turn to the side. Of course, you got the tentacles attached to him. Excellent looking figure, and just the quality of it is what really makes it for me. Anyways, yeah, there's the Toy Biz Marvel Legends Apocalypse. Alright, let's get to the next figure. Alright, in the 4th spot, we have a figure from Mezco. This figure came out last year, if I remember correctly, and now he's going for like, I think like $200, which is pretty nutty, but not surprising because it's such an excellent figure. But it is of the Barbarian, Conan, or should I say Conan the Barbarian. He looks great. I mean, look at the musculature on his body. It is such a good job. I was a bit skeptical, you know, when I saw the first pictures of this fella, but I mean, they did a phenomenal job. Look at the face sculpt. Everything about this figure looks great. Accessories that comes with looks awesome, and it comes with a good amount of accessories. Let's look at the back. I mean, look at the musculature on the back as well. You don't see that in a lot of figures. I mean, it just looks like he's been through a lot of battles, a lot of good times too. But yeah, absolutely great looking figure. Articulation is nice too. As you can see, it's got the hip rotation, or the mid torso rotation. That's definitely one of my favorite features when it comes to figures. Doesn't have butterfly joints, but that's okay. You can still hit a lot of good poses with this fella. Alright, let's get to our next figure. Alright, in our 3rd spot, we have a figure from Takara Tomy. And I believe Hasbro played a part in producing these as well. But it is of Beast Wars Megatron. This is a Transformers Masterpiece figure. And yeah, Beast Wars was one of my favorite TV shows in the 90s as a kid. Had a unique style of animation. I mean, so different from any other animations. And of course, Megatron was the main antagonist in the show. And as you can see, his T-Rex hand here looks absolutely awesome. Love it. You could actually roll the eyes as well and see the pupils, but I have it rolled where you just see red. But yeah, it's just amazing what they did with these masterpiece Transformer figures. What they can do. I mean, this Beast Wars figure is just, I mean, the paint is excellent. The articulation is nice. I'm not a big fan of transforming figures. It's a pain in the butt. It could take a long time. But yeah, even the beast mode of this figure looks awesome. It looks just spot on. I mean, it's just amazing. When I first saw this, I had to get it, no doubt. I believe it's sold out in most places now, which is kind of surprising. But then again, it's a pretty complex figure. A lot of engineering that went to it, so it's probably difficult to produce. But yeah, let me know if any of y'all have this figure in your top 10 figures. Alright, let's get to our next figure. Alright, in our second spot, we have finally a Hot Toys figure. And this is based off Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And it is of the man, the myth, freaking Yondu. This is just a masterpiece. I mean, look at that face sculpt. It's like literally having a mini Michael Rooker in my household. I mean, look at that. Look at the eyes. I honestly don't think there's any other Hot Toys figure that looks spot on like this. This is like a 10 out of a 10 when it comes to the likeness. I mean, what do y'all think? That's freaking Merle. A blue Merle. If you don't know that, it's a Walking Dead reference, but I mean, I love Mike Rooker. He's always a very entertaining actor. He always does a good job. I mean, look at this. Love the expression. The cloth goods are spot on. Everything about this figure is absolutely marvelous. Just absolutely amazing how well they did with this. And it makes you wonder, like, wow, how come they can't get the likeness on a lot of other figures? One that comes to mind is like Gal Gadot. Like, they should be able to do a pretty good job with her. Like, the likeness should be a 10 out of 10, but it ain't. That's why I don't have her in my collection. Just the likeness is just not there for me. I mean, there's just something off. It's like they cheaped out and they don't want to go all out, like unlike this one. I mean, just trying to focus here. Just can't beat that. But yep, there is Yondu from the Hot Toys line. Alright, let's get to the next figure. Alright, before we get to our number one spot, I want to show y'all some honorable mentions. So here we have the Marvel Legends Wolverine figure. This is from the Marvel Legends Apocalypse Build figure wave. Absolutely love this figure of Wolverine. Good articulation, and it's just a solid Wolverine figure. Here we have the NECA Alpha Predator. I believe it was like what, 35 bucks? And for all these details and the accessories, I think this is an excellent figure. Definitely my favorite Predator from the line. And then from McFarlane we have Bane. In my opinion, this is the best Bane figure out there. Looks great. I mean, love the musculature. The articulation sucks, but the display value is there, in my opinion. And our last honorable mention, this is actually from So-So Toys, which is a third-party company. And this is a figure of the character Billy the Butcher from The Boys, which is played by the actor Carl Urban. As you can see, the face sculpt looks spot on. And most time with third-party sellers, they don't do a good job with like the body proportion. But I think they did a great job on this one. Looks great, especially that face sculpt. Alright, let's get to our number one spot. Alright, we're down to our number one spot. So if you've been with this channel, then you already know probably what's my favorite figure or figures from my collection. But yeah, this is definitely mostly for nostalgia reasons. And it is of the NECA Turtles. There's Donnie, Mikey, of course with some pizza, Raph, and the leader, and my favorite turtle, Leonardo. I do have the Secret of the Ooze versions coming. They're on. It's been shipped from NECA, so really looking forward to getting that set. And man, I gotta say, like, thank you, NECA. I really appreciate y'all for making these figures from the Ninja Turtle line. I mean, they just look so good. They just, you can't, there's no company out there that could beat these. They made them perfectly. You know, only thing different that I would like to see, which is still a very small gripe, is just more head sculpts. That's it. Which, I mean, it's totally reasonable for them not to add, because these already do come with a good amount of accessories. And I mean, the face sculpts look so freaking good, just like the movies. Of course, this is based off the first live action Ninja Turtles movie. But yep, there it is. Yeah, if you haven't seen these yet, look at the back. It's really good details. Everything just looks spot on. Alright, well, that was my top 10 favorite figures from my collection. Thank you for taking your time to watch this video. I really appreciate it. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you want to comment, I'd appreciate that as well. Let me know your favorite figures in your collection. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you all are doing great. Of course, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time, alright? Ranger out. Peace.